What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we got another video for you. We're doing something a little bit different. We are going to react to my latest trip. So I just got back from Paris. I apologize for how I'm looking right now. I'm a little under the weather. But yeah, so I just got back from Paris and it was an absolute blast of a time. So I was going to share some of the videos and stuff that I got and just kind of, again, show some of the stuff that I did and kind of just reacting to how the travel experience was. So this video is the Cathedral of Notre Dame. This is like the one that's based off, I think, the movie and stuff. And they're just like really, just so much beautiful architecture. That's like the number one thing that stuck out to me while in Paris. And traveling through the different things and going to Versailles and the Louvre and all that kind of fun stuff. But cathedrals were really just stuck out to me more in the architectural sense. There was some really cool, beautiful moments inside the cathedrals as well. I grew up with within a religion, and I'm no longer consider myself religious or spiritual. But I do have a lot of respect for the individuals that still do practice their faith. As well as individuals who don't. It's just a really, just a kind of reflection on what's going on. Just because it's not my journey anymore doesn't mean I really wouldn't walk through any of that with anybody. So just keeping that in mind. But there was just some really, really cool architecture, and just like you see even in the just like the row of individuals right there at the structure of it, each one of those is individually carved. That's an individual person for during this time period, and I just think that's sick. It's like you're kind of ingrained in history, but in the architectural sense too, and just a really beautiful buildings. We didn't hear the bell go off, so it was kind of unfortunate, but there was a big crowd and it was really cool to go see on the outside as well as the inside. What's going on there? Oh, this was in the, I want to say, was this Louvre or Versailles? I believe this was Versailles. I could be wrong. I don't have them labeled or kind of what days it was, but this was just a really cool painting I saw, and just based on the videography aspect, I've been working on getting different angles and stuff, and there were these really cool busts of individuals from the past and a really beautiful painting, just with a lot of depiction, a lot of cool art theory that I thought was really, really sick. And yeah, it was just really interesting to see, and that was just something that I appreciated. I always appreciate good art. So that was definitely something that I thought was neat, and I thought it would be a cool shot to get. What was this one? Oh, here we went to a little cafe, and there was a puppy inside. So that was a really cool vibe. It was really open, I don't recall this dog's name, but it was just cool, eating, and I'm a dog lover for sure. I'm just an animal lover in general, so that was a really cool experience. It was a very nice cafe. I would definitely recommend it. And it was interesting because it was so tucked away. We found it by accident, walking through different walkways. That felt really cool, and it's not one that really kind of stands out. So it was really interesting that that's it wasn't really highlighted, but yet it was so good. The food we got was phenomenal. I think I have no idea how to say it in French. It was basically ham, cheese, different vegetables and stuff, over a really nice toast, and it was just, again, delicious. It was phenomenal. Would definitely recommend for sure. I'm trying to find the name of it. They do have an Instagram. I know I followed them on Instagram. Let me see if I can find it quick. Where art thou? There you are. It was Cafe Kostermans. Cafe Kostermans. It was delicious. They had breakfast, brunch, everything. So that puppy was adorable, cool, and he did beg a little bit. But I think the owner or the worker there, she would kind of be in tune with what he was doing and tell him to go away when he was begging, because they don't want that for their restaurant. This is the area that my friend lived. This is again just a really close friend of mine, and I talk about having good social supports, and this person means a lot to me, having traveled with them. I traveled with my girlfriend and another friend, But and my friend, he now works in Paris, and I haven't gotten to see him in a very long time. And it was very, very good overall. I really went. It just, again, I value social relationships. I practice what I preach, and I would travel around the world to see my friends if needed. And I had a lot of good. It was a good time, And I even told him, I was like, there was really never a drive for me to go to Paris. I never really had that on the list per se. But because he was there, I would have no problem doing that, And it was such a fun time. It was a great week. I got to have a lot of new fun experiences. I see a different culture. It's something we very much enjoy. So this is just the area that he lives in. We were right by the train station. It's like right behind me in this video. It was just really cool. It was just overall pretty solid. There was like a really just nice thing, and then right in the middle you can kind of see this like thing. They made a tree by the end of the week, which was really pretty. It was really cool. Another video I really like was the cathedral. So this was one that I was able to take my camera into and like record. So I got this really neat shot that I thought was really pretty. I focused on the back. Just because, again, just to get some perspective, and get the candle lit in front of them. Just beautiful. I think this one was my favorite overall because they had like this. Oh, it wasn't this one. This one was beautiful, had a good front, but there was one that had this humongous organ up top. And it was just really cool because I love the organ. I love the piano, but again, organ's kind of its like close cousin almost, but way more intricate. But this was just a really beautiful shot. I really liked that. Really accentuated their points of perspective, and it was just like, again, really beautiful architecture just within as well. And then just kind of, again, this isn't gonna be a super long video but I mean I can always go in more in depth. This was a coffee Viennois. I googled it and it said it translated to wiener coffee, which I thought was very funny. It was very delicious. This was probably my favorite coffee throughout the whole trip. I tried to get this in other places, but it wasn't quite as good as Cafe Richard's in Paris. So if you're there, try it. It's a nice strong coffee with a like whipped cream or like foam that like gives it a little bit of sweetness, so it's not too rough or too rich. But yeah, there was a lot of good times. It was just a blast overall. Like I definitely enjoyed it. I feel like I got to see a majority of it. I don't really feel the need to kind of go back if needed, but we will end on a picture of me. I do love photography, so I do like getting a good shot of myself. So let me just take a look real quick. Which one do I like? I like this one. So this is just a cool little shot we saw. There was like a big cathedral and a good area we were going to. And what the heck? All right, there it is. And a good cathedral. It was just a really cool spot. I really liked the way the buildings looked in the background, so I had to see it. So that was my trip, kind of in a nutshell. There was a lot of good other stuff too I didn't really talk about, but kind of just wanted to give you an update. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys ever traveled to Paris, if there's anything that stuck out to you. Do you guys like traveling? Do you not like traveling? I'm curious to kind of see your perspective on what traveling means to you, and what you like to see, and some of your experiences. So make sure you drop a comment down below of some of your travel experiences. I'd love to start some conversations about that as well. So thank you guys so much for watching a little bit different of a video, but make sure you give this video a like, a comment, and make sure you subscribe so you can catch all the next videos upcoming this week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next video. See you then.